Are we standing on the edge of another major war? Sirens echo across the Middle East, missiles light up the night sky, and the world is watching two nations very closely, Iran and Israel. But here's the real question. Is this an all-out war or a dangerous game of strategy unfolding behind the scenes? The tension between Iran and Israel didn't start yesterday. It goes back decades. After Iran's 1979 Islamic Revolution, the Iranian government refused to recognize Israel as a legitimate state. Since then, hostility between the two countries has shaped much of the region's politics. One of Israel's biggest concerns is Iran's nuclear program. Israel believes Iran could eventually develop nuclear weapons, something it sees as an existential threat. Iran, on the other hand, insists its nuclear program is for peaceful purposes. Because of this deep mistrust, the conflict hasn't usually played out as a direct traditional war. Instead, it has taken the form of what many analysts call a shadow war. Israel accuses Iran of supporting regional groups like Hezbollah in Lebanon and Hamas in Gaza. Israel considers these groups serious security threats. Iran denies direct military aggression against Israel, but has openly supported resistance movements opposed to it. Over the years, Israel has carried out airstrikes in Syria and elsewhere, targeting sites it says are linked to Iranian military activity. There have also been cyber attacks, covert operations, and drone incidents attributed to both sides. Recently, tensions have escalated further. Missile exchanges, drone strikes, and public threats have raised fears that the conflict could expand. Each move increases the risk of retaliation, and in a region as volatile as the Middle East, retaliation can quickly spiral. Major global powers are also involved in the broader picture. The United States is a key ally of Israel, providing diplomatic and military support. Meanwhile, countries like Russia maintain strategic relations in the region, particularly with Iran and Syria. If a full-scale war were to break out between Iran and Israel, the consequences would likely extend far beyond their borders. The Middle East is central to global oil production. Any disruption could send oil prices soaring, fuel inflation worldwide, and destabilize financial markets. Beyond economics, there's the human cost. War in this region would mean civilian casualties, displacement, and long-term instability. It could also draw in neighboring countries, transforming a bilateral conflict into a wider regional war. So, is a full war happening right now? At this moment, while tensions are extremely high, it is more accurate to describe the situation as a severe and escalating confrontation, not yet a sustained all-out war between the two states. However, the margin for error is thin. One miscalculation, one strike that crosses a red line could trigger a broader military response. History shows that nations can step back from the brink, but it also shows how quickly conflicts can escalate when diplomacy fails. The world is watching carefully. Governments are urging restraint. Back-channel negotiations and international diplomacy continue behind closed doors. The outcome remains uncertain. Will strategic deterrence keep both sides from crossing the line, or are we witnessing the early stages of a much larger confrontation? For now, the situation remains tense, fragile, and unpredictable. And what happens next won't just shape the future of Iran and Israel. It could reshape the balance of power across the entire Middle East and impact the world.